Preparing for an earthquake is an ongoing process that needs to be given clear attention. Neither the PHIVOLCS nor any other experts can predict earthquakes. This does not exclude the Big One or the West Valley Fault earthquake that has been threatening Metro Manila and nearby provinces. Therefore, we must ensure that we are prepared for such an event. One of the important things we can do is to arrange a disaster or emergency supply kit. Hi, I'm Sean Larupay of STEM 11H. From this point on, will you help me choose the things I can put in my emergency kit? In the aftermath of the Big One earthquake, it is certain that there will be evacuation operations. My family and I cannot solely rely on the relief goods being given. That is why it is important that my kit contains food that will last for a couple of days. Which of the following do you think I should bring? The food should be high in calories as the body needs energy to survive. Chichirya? These snacks lack these nutrients and have added salt, which makes you thirsty and increases your need to drink water, so it's a no-no. Protein bars? Protein bars provide calorie and are a good source of protein. Moreover, it could fit in small spaces which make it easy to store. So yes, let's add that to our kit. What else? The food must also be able to last indefinitely, so it must have a long shelf life. Bread? Bread can only last for a few days and is sensitive to changes in temperature, so it's also not a good option. Canned foods. Canned foods such as sardines, tuna, and pork and beans are filled with protein and fiber and can be kept almost indefinitely as long as they are not damaged. Furthermore, many canned foods require no preparation and are easy to open. So yes, it is definitely a good choice. It's also important that my kit contains beverages to keep the body hydrated. Which of the following do you think I should bring? Bottled water? Of course, this would not be a question. Unopened, commercially bottled water is the safest and most reliable emergency water supply. What else? Caffeinated drinks. The diuretic effect of caffeine increases your urine output, hence, your need for drinking water also increases to compensate for this loss. It is important that you minimize the amount of water your body needs, so these may not be necessary. Soda? This beverage also acts as a dehydrating diuretic. Drinking soda would make you thirstier, which then make you want to drink more. So, these may also not be necessary. Fruit juices? Many fruit juices contain electrolytes, such as potassium, which aid in fluid balance. They are also a source of dietary vitamins and minerals. So aside from bottled water, fruit juices are also a viable option. Proper nutrition is not enough to maintain a good state of the body. It is important that my kit contains items that would provide the body the necessary protection from external elements that may cause harm. Which of the following do you think I should bring? Clothes? Clothes act as a hygienic barrier and can insulate against cold or hot conditions. Aside from food and shelter, it is, as per common knowledge, one of the basic needs. So, it would be necessary to include this in my kit. I could bring a long-sleeved shirt, long pants and sturdy shoes for full change of clothing, as well as, of course, undergarments. Hygiene items. Keeping clean with basic hygiene items and maintaining sanitation in your living area can help maintain a sense of normality and reduce the possibility of disease. Basic hygiene and sanitation items such as alcohol, soap, toothbrush and paste, shampoo, deodorant, and tissue paper would not take up much room in the kit, so it will be practical to include these. First aid kit? It is important that we are packed with items that offer basic and instant care during medical emergencies. Therefore, it is unarguably necessary to have a first aid kit prepared, especially for situations like the Big One. This would include bandages, sterile gauzes, antiseptic creams and solutions, as well as my medications and other non-prescription drugs that we might need, such as paracetamol, aspirin, antacid, and antidiarrheal meds. Moreover, if the big one were to occur in the middle of this global pandemic, we would also need extra masks. Blankets. Most evacuation sites or post-disaster shelters provide open sleeping areas, but not many provide sleeping support items. Therefore, having a blanket in my kit would provide me and my family warmth and coverage while at sleep. Moreover, they can be swaddled into a sleeping bag if we want to. So far, these are the basic and essential items that I should put in my emergency kit in preparation for the onslaught of the big one. However, I could have failed to include other things that are also proven to be important or necessary when such a situation arises. That is why, at this point, I will be asking for help from a friend of mine, Will Bias. I also think that you really forgot to include some things. A flashlight would be useful. After the big one strikes, it is certain that power would be out for hours, even days. A flashlight would provide you light when no other source is available in a manner that is safer than exposed candles. It is also a great tool to signal for help. Batteries too. To prolong the lifespan of your flashlight and the other portable electronic devices you might bring. You should also include copies of your important documents, such as legal identification documents, insurance policies, property records, medical information, financial records, and any other important personal papers sealed in an envelope for your personal safety and the protection of your assets, should your original copies be destroyed due to the big one. This should also include the extra keys to your house and other properties, as well as the names and contact info of your doctors and other family members in case of a medical emergency. Moreover, it would be good to have some extra cash stored in the kit. You may not be able to access card payments if you need to buy some of your basic necessities. You could also include a multi-tool as it provides you with a variety of tools such as a mini knife and screwdriver attachments all compacted into one handy single unit. After a disaster like the big one, it would be difficult to maintain access to a toolbox in case you need to make a repair of any kind. Thank you for that, Will. Flashlight. Batteries. Important documents. Contact info. Extra cash. A multi-tool. I will surely be including these in my emergency kit. Lastly, where else would I store all these items? My emergency kit should be in a form of a sturdy go bag, to save me from having to run around and gather these items when the threatening big one is imminent. It should be kept ready for use in case of rapid evacuation. However, having just an emergency kit would not be enough preparation when the big one strikes. It is also vital to have an emergency evacuation plan in place to get me and my family out of danger quickly and efficiently. Fortunately, our 60 square meter house allows us to evacuate for lesser time and effort. Furthermore, most of the rooms have no doors and are merely separated by dividers. Here is our earthquake evacuation plan. When a family member is in the kitchen area, they can immediately grab the emergency kit under the table and proceed to exit the house. When a family member is in the bedroom or the storage room, they could first approach the dining area to grab the emergency kit under the table, then proceed to exit the house. Thank you for watching.